1027 WNEW, New York. Ron and Fez. Frequency. 1027 WNEW.
We're Ron and Fez. Well, party on Friday after the show, and it doesn't have to end even on Monday afternoon.
No, Al Dukes is keeping the place popping here, talking about different people. And, of course, coming on the show after us, Cocky and Friendly, we now call him. That's Al Dukes' nicknames. Cocky, of course, is Opie. Here's Friendly. Anthony, how are you?
Hi, how you doing?
Hiya, Friendly.
I'm going to be friendly.
It's a nice way to hear a drunk talking about you on the radio.
Unbelievable. I was cringing. We're sitting in the office.
Yeah.
I'm hearing Al Dukes talking about everybody at the station.
Yeah.
And I'm cringing like, oh, my God, what's he going to say next?
Right. Here's the beauty, too. While your guys think, them were running the best stuff, they just started to put this stuff on speakers because we had them in the other room. And I'm going, okay, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, but just don't miss any breaks.
Right,
it's a network feed now. And to me, it looked like guys in a cockpit of an airplane that were watching, videos. We're like, please, all right, I'm glad you're having fun.
But you're running the network.
Right.
Drive the plane.
All right, let's see whether some of the stuff that he had to say about Anthony.
All right, well, to remind everyone, this is Al Dukes Friday after the show, just completely drunk and in the production room talking into a live mic.
How do you get so drunk that you do that? How does that happen?
I didn't eat any food that day.
Oh, you did too? You had Hooters.
And he was drunk a beer and a half into it. 2 beers into it, I had him writing nasty notes to the boss and shoving them under his door. And then later when he wakes up, he's down there with a yardstick
trying
to reach under the door.
It's a bad Three's Company episode. Yeah. Chrissy, we have to get the letter back.
I've been tanked in my day, but there's always this little bit of common sense that hangs out in the back of your head.
Sure,
goes, maybe I shouldn't say this, or maybe I should be cool here, or maybe I should just stop drinking.
Yeah. And maybe I'm going to get out of the car and let the other guys go rob the liquor store. Right. It's not the smart move.
Wherever your surroundings.
All right, what do we got there, Roy? What's a good number for us?
We got number 54 on this one, Ronnie.
All right, 54. This is where he just says who he'd like to go drinking with. All right, let's hear this one.
All right.
Who would you most like to go out and drink with, Al?
I would say that Anthony guy from the Opie and Anthony show. Seems like a nice guy. He's worked more of the blue-collar type of job for most of his life and seems happy that he's now in radio. I'd like to go out drinking with him. He's down to earth.
Oh, God.
You're down to earth, Friendly?
Down to earth, friendly. Isn't that great? I wouldn't drink with you if you paid me.
Oh.
Seriously,
you think with your blue-collar background.
I know. The guy can't keep any secrets, though.
I made tons of Quaaludes and never talked that way about another guy. I love to spend time with Anthony.
Down to earth, he seems really sensitive.
All right, what were some of the other ones?
This one, Ronnie, is Al imagining about his male co-worker.
Okay.
Al, this will be completely your opinion, but of the men at WNEW, who do you think is the most hung?
The most hung?
Yeah. Who do you think has the biggest unit?
I'm going to go with
WNEW.
Chuck from the radio show. I'm going to go with the stereotype of the black guy. I'm going to go with that one. Chuck from the radio show.
All right, that's a give me.
The radio chip.
So who would be number 2 then? Right behind Chuck.
Number 2. I'll go with Anthony.
The man you want to drink with.
Sure. He seems like a nice guy.
He seems like a nice guy. He must be huge.
With a big one. Great.
He must be hung. He's so nice.
If it was a girl talking, this would be great, wouldn't it?
It'd be hot.
She wants to go out drinking. I got the unit. I'm in. But it's Al Dukes.
All right, that's uncomfortable. That is...
I can't look at him now.
I love...
Number 2.
Yeah, and I'm number 2. Well, I'm behind the black guy.
I didn't even know
where... No shame in that.
I was worried that he put me around, I don't know, 30 seconds. I got to live somewhere. All right, let's go to... this could be enjoyable. Number 69.
69, all right.
Aptly named.
All right. All right, number 69, Al Duke's Drunk Friday after the show. If for some reason you had to rank the guys at NEW. I'm so trash.
If for some reason.
Right. What guys would you do if you had to?
If I had to.
Not if you had your parents.
And I'm not gay. I like that Eric instead. He's nice. Number 2. Tough call. Ben's not bad. Ben seems like a nice guy. Well, he seems more like a nice guy. He gets it. He gets the radio thing.
So he'd cuddle afterwards?
Not sure that he'd cuddle, and I'm not gay, but I think he is a fun guy.
Number 3 on the list of you're not gay, but guys at NEW
Right.
you still do.
Definitely not gay.
Who's number 3?
And number 3 is an excellent question.
Excellent question.
Thank you.
Craig Schwab seems like a nice guy.
He was a pushover.
He seems like he's very nice, though. And the fabulous sports babe also speaks highly of him.
So sexually, he would come in 3.
If I were gay, and I'm not.
If you were gay.
Sure, I'll give him a 3.
If you were gay, who would be number 4 at NEW?
Number 4 is an excellent question. That Gary sales guy who does a lot of the porn sites seems like a nice guy.
Gary Blum.
Gary Blum?
Gary Blum.
Gary Blum is a good example. He's funny. He's always at the porn sites and trying to sell you on how great they are.
And finally, number 5.
Number 5. That punchy guy from the sports guy show is nice. And he's also a virgin. I like him.
Oh, God. So he's tight.
Ah!
You know what the most disturbing part of that is?
Yeah.
He's basing it on personality.
Right,
And
right.
and he's really like basing it on the mental thing and not the physical thing.
Right.
On the relationship,
Right,
not
right.
the sex.
On what kind of relationship it's going to be.
So let's recap.
Right.
Coming in at number 5, Benny Schwieger, Punchy from the Sports Guys. Number 4, Gary Blum, sales manager.
And that 4 was with a bullet, because he said, oh, let's keep an eye on Gary.
Number 3, Craig Schwab, assistant program director. Number 2, Ben from the O&A show.
He's a nice guy.
And number 1, Eric from sales.
Congratulations, Eric.
As endowed as he thinks you are, Anthony.
Yeah.
He's not looking for the unit. He's
You didn't
looking
make the
for
top
relationship.
5.
He wants the relationship.
Right. You're more of a wham bam thank you man.
You know what I am to him? I'm the guy he would go out to drink with after one of these guys dumped him.
Right.
And he wants to hang and cry on someone's shoulder. I'm there.
That's you.
Right.
All right, here's number 74 on the list. This is where Al explains the first time he had sex.
Oh,
And
nice.
tells you a little bit about his life. First time you had sex, Al. How old?
I was 22.
22.
A little older than normal.
Sure. It was after college graduation?
Hadn't
It
make
was
Ben
in my
yet.
senior year last semester.
Wow. Who was the girl?
A nice girl named Denise.
What happened?
This was actually interesting because I completed before I got in.
All right, so you were so excited.
Very excited. Nice looking girl. On her shirt.
On her shirt.
Yeah.
So the shirt must have been really hot.
Was nothing abnormal. Probably a sweatshirt. Cut off sweatshirt.
And you're taking that as losing your virginity.
At that time in my life, I was able to go more than once in a night. So it was completed that night.
So that was just a nuisance batch. You got that out of the way.
Yeah, I got that out of the way immediately.
What did you say to her when you sprayed her shirt?
Sorry.
That is a pathetic little story.
Oh, my gosh.
He can go twice, so he could soil 2 shirts in one night.
You try that with Eric and Ben, they'll kill you.
Right.
Wait, where's the one where he's telling us how long he lasts with a woman normally?
You know where that's at, Rory?
Now that he's back to, at this point of his life.
All right. You think it's 76? Okay.
When's the last time you were with a girl?
Yeah, probably December.
Right before we met you.
Right. Right before we met.
What was the situation there, Al?
The situation there was she was a little bit younger, and I think needed to explore more of her lifestyle.
Did she want a guy who didn't spray on her shirt?
Possibly. I was a little quick to the draw.
Again?
That's correct. But I do other things that sometimes make up for that.
Like what?
Well, I do the things that some guys don't do.
Launder the shirt.
Some of the other things with the mouth.
Right. You think other guys don't give oral? Because it's 1917.
I've heard from a lot of girls that a lot of guys just kind of go through the motions. They're not into it.
What's your secret? What's your munching secret?
Slow down.
Slow it down.
That's correct.
How long do you take during oral?
I'll do 20 minutes, 25 minutes.
How about sexually? How long do you last?
Yeah, not more than a few moments.
Just a few moments?
That's correct.
Why is that?
I'm not sure. I think it's perhaps that I'm not used to that feel.
The feeling? How old are you?
I'm 20. I'll be 32 this year.
32.
Yeah, 32.
But you're not used to the feel yet sexually.
Right.
So what's the longest you've ever lasted in a woman?
Well, there was one girl that I got kind of bored of that I would be able to go maybe a half hour.
Right.
But I was bored.
So what's the average for you, first time with a girl?
Honestly, probably 5 pumps.
5 pumps and you're done?
Sure.
What do you say to her?
Well, hopefully it's the type of girl that likes the other thing first, and they enjoyed that moment, and then I go.
Then you get yours.
Sure.
I see.
I'm not used to the feel. This feels nothing like a man's ass.
You know, if girls out there listening to that aren't just worked up into a frenzy,
yeah,
I don't know. Then you girls have nothing going on, because that must just whip a girl up into a froth.
I love the fact that I do some things that most guys won't. Oral. Like we're all immigrants, and we think it's dirty or bad or something.
Right. It's against God.
Elvis had more fun sexually than you did. All right, now, has Opie had a chance to hear that he was attacked?
No.
Yeah, that'll be fun. You made a nice enemy in Opie. You made a nice enemy in Donna Mike, if nothing else. And, of course, you get a free ride with him.
Sure. I don't really see it as an attack. It's just stupid things people say when they drink.
So he said some bad things about Opie.
I go to, what he said Opie's nickname would be.
All right, can you find that for me, Roy? Roy had an hour and a half of nonstop tape that he had to sort through all weekend long.
I know.
Bravo.
Rory sat here all weekend and dealt with this.
But that's gold. Yeah, that's like the guy that edited the Jimmy the Greek tape. Where Jimmy the Greek saying all the racist stuff. I'm sure there were plenty of sports stuff he talked about. He had to paw through it and find all that good stuff.
I know.
Gold.
And this is, by the way, this is what lawyers do to you, too, folks.
Sure.
I've had to deal with the same thing. They'll just yank that one thing out of the middle.
That's all it takes. Lawyers and reporters.
That's when you're doing. I didn't say I'd hit her. I said I'd grab her by the neck if she started anything. Then that's all they get.
All right, here's Al Dukes speaking about Opie while Al Dukes was drunk Friday after the show.
Let's change some things up here, Al.
Sure, go ahead.
All right. Everyone around here is basically friendly to each other.
Very friendly.
How about you give everyone a new nickname?
All right.
We'll name somebody.
Sure.
You give them a nickname. Matt
Drunk, I can't get to the question.
Matt Devoti. Sales whore.
Sales whore. Why?
Sure. Because he'll set something up with you and say, hey, the Planet Java people are coming. There's 3 people coming. All of a sudden, there's 6 people in the hall.
That makes him a whore. A little bit.
I got to give him this one.
Show content.
How's that there?
Opie is a little standoffish to the other producers.
You have to give him a nickname, Al.
A nickname. Cocky.
Well, you would want to say, hi, Cocky.
So those Chuck's nicknames.
Anthony.
Nice guy. Would even talk to the intern.
Nickname, Al.
Friendly.
The cocky and friendly show,
A little bit in the afternoons.
Oh, God.
Brilliant.
How about a new nickname for Jeremy?
Jeremy. Nice guy.
Please. Even when you're drunk, you're kissing up.
See?
Here's one before we get into break, real quick. All right? Let's go for 24. Who's underpaid and who's overpaid?
Good question.
If for some reason you had to rank
the guys.
Oh, I went wrong? Okay, sorry.
Who do you think is the most underpaid person at WNEW?
I would say either Ron or Fez, whatever they're making, is underpaid. That show is the one show that on the, if you check the message boards, it doesn't get bad now. No matter who it is, a lot of people have nice things to say about that show.
And who's the most overpaid person at WNEW?
I'm going to go with whatever the sports guys are making, particularly that Blaine from the Scott and Todd show or whoever the fat guy was in the afternoons. Because he, I think, got a fat contract based on whatever that fat guy was in the afternoon.
What were you talking about?
Who was the fat guy in the afternoon?
The Rocky Allen show.
Rocky Allen. It was Rocky and Blaine.
So you think of Blaine? Yeah.
So basically, I said fat guy, fat contract.
How do you know he came over and got a contract based on what he was doing with Rocky?
I'm not sure how I would know that.
That's brilliant.
He has no clue.
I guess I was assuming.
Yeah.
All right, Ann, thanks for sitting in a little.
No
Appreciate
problem.
it, brother.
That was fun. It's quite an insight you get off of what drunk people around here think about.
Right.
I like it.
It's weird because now this is just kind of an art show. It's not an afro, it's just an art show. We did here.
The Far Show.
The Far Show.
Well, we might have to bring up his views on Opie.
Yeah, I would love,
When we start our show, maybe we'll do something like that.
Jeff, thanks a lot.
Good job.
Oh, there he goes.
There he goes.
Get a beer.
The legend from Time Magazine. There he goes from Rolling Stone.
Look at that hung guy walk out of here.
Yeah.
Just swinging. 877-692-1027.
Ron and Fez.
Ron and Fez. 1027 WNEW.
Al, what an idiot. I don't believe that you can sit here and look Anthony in the face when you're talking about the size of his unit.
That's worse than saying bad things about the bosses.
When you say it that way.
I love the fact that you made an enemy out of Dynamite and Opie.
Yeah, probably three guys you should.
Oh, not to mention Blaine.
All right. The overpaid Blaine, as you put it out, Duke.
If I could take one back, it'd be the Opie.
You don't fear Blaine at all?
No, and I don't know Dynamite, and I don't really see them in the halls or anything. But Opie, that was a bad slip.
Oh, man. 877-692-1027. Now, what happened after we left? We told Rory and Billy, make sure that Al Dukes does not try to leave the building in that condition. What happened after we left, Rory?
Well, me and Billy saw him kind of just like drooling on his shirt with his head slouched, sitting in a chair. So we picked him up and threw him on a couch. And
The lesbian couch?
Yep.
So sick, man.
And that's
the sickest couch I've ever seen in my life.
He slept for a good 2.5 hours, and then we
dreaming of Anthony.
and then we he took off after that.
From what I understand, passed out face down on the lesbian couch, and then ended up puking, Ronnie.
Nice. All right, at one point,
lightweight.
We had him talking about his fantasies, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have that tape?
All right.
What is your biggest fantasy that you spank to?
Very simple. I like one girl, one guy. Nothing crazy.
Who's the guy?
Oh.
The guy doesn't matter, as long as he's not crazy looking.
Right. So you want an uncrazy looking guy.
Sure.
And a normal girl.
Perfect.
So you think about those two together?
Sure.
And that gets you excited. So you're not even in your own fantasy.
No, I'm not in the own fantasy, and I prefer videotape if I can.
One guy, one girl.
And none of them out.
Right. As long as the guy's not crazy looking, I can still get off.
Hey, Matt. Matt, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Matt.
How you doing? Al Duke sounds like Arthur without the money.
Thanks a lot. Here's Sean. Sean, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Sean.
Hey, guys. I got a new nickname for Al Duke.
What's that?
5 pumps.
5 pumps.
2 scoops, 5 pumps.
Hey, Eddie. Eddie, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, Eddie.
Hey, Ron and Fez, what's up? Card holder 2798.
Cumia.
Yeah.
Oh, this was so great. Now we know he's a closet fag.
All right. I don't know if he was ever in the closet. Sit.
This is nice.
No, I said I wasn't gay.
I don't know, but then you're talking about other men in an uncomfortable thing, including, I think, out of everybody, Eric from sales.
Right. The nicest things were said about Eric. Way too nice.
All right, actually, at one point, we have him talking about Eric again, too.
Oh, okay.
About some of the ways he feels about Eric.
Here's Al Dukes, drunk on Friday, talking about Eric, one of the sales guys. Eric.
Eric's a nice guy, makes a good living. He seems to have the key account on the station.
He'd take care of you.
Absolutely. Nice home, probably.
Would you make a nice home for Eric?
I'm not gay again, but Eric's a nice guy. I'll go with Eric.
If you were with Eric, would you be on the top or bottom?
I'm more of a laid-back guy. I'm not an aggressor type.
So in your butt?
I'm not a big fan of the butt either, so probably no.
Orally?
Not from a guy.
Would you spit or swallow if you had to?
If I had to.
Right.
Spitter.
Like if the Nazis were going to cut your cable.
If they were going to cut my cable off. Spitter.
That's not quick. He was going to get rid of his cable, Fezzy.
Oh, he's in his mind. He's June Cleaver waiting for Eric to get home from work.
Is Eric still around here? I know Eric was in the office.
Yeah, I think he is.
See if we can find Eric from sales. Oh, my gosh, is that uncomfortable?
That was, out of everything, maybe the most uncomfortable stuff I've heard yet.
And then saying, I go with Eric, when no one even asked him that at that point. I'll go with Eric.
Richie, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's up, boys?
Yeah.
Hey, Richie.
I was just going to say, that fantasy of Al's was the gayest thing I ever heard. I think his real fantasy is probably the hot lunch.
Thanks a lot.
Take it easy.
You know, what's weird is it's not even some freaky sex fantasy. It's a cuddling, making a home together fantasy.
What is that about?
Adopting gay children and raising them.
He's saying, I'd have sex with Eric because he seems to have the key accounts here at the station.
Now who's the sales whore?
Seriously.
The key accounts. You're in love with his success.
Just that he would, make a good home, like I said.
All right, I'm looking around.
Don't try to defend it. You're already creeping us out enough. Ugh. Poor Eric.
I'm looking through some of these. I want to find other people that he's attacked. All right, let's go to any stuff we can find on Lisa from sales.
All right, Rory's got that for us. Lisa Orban.
Lisa Orban seems to also appreciate the Ron and Fez show. She seems to be what I would call a go-getter in sales.
All right, go to 60.
That's nice.
Go to 62 now.
All right. Cue that up for me, Roy. Thank you, buddy. Here's Al Dukes, drunk on Friday.
When you think of Lisa,
yes,
would you like to spray on her shirt?
She is just a tad older than I look for. I tend to date younger girls.
How old do you think she is?
32.
So how old do you want them?
I like a nice 25, 26.
Let's find out how old Eric is. See if we can work that out. See if he falls in the parameters.
Hey, speaking of this, ever since I went on the O&A show and they showed me the Molly Rama stuff,
right?
People are sending me links to my home. I don't want to get any more, folks.
Molly Rama, that website. Oh, man, we learned about it on the Opie and Anthony show. Just really young girls.
Too young.
In modeling positions. We're talking about 10 years old and younger.
And now these sick bastards are sending stuff to my home. It feels like an FBI setup.
Not nude, but swimsuits and leotards. Not that makes it right.
And I'm deleting as quick as they're coming in.
You got some stuff, Al's views on Molly Rama, Rory? All right, let's check this out. Oh, wait a minute, skip there. Thank you, Roy. All right, this Al Dukes on Molly Rama.
MollyRama.com. Not sure where they're going with this.
Still drinking.
Seems a little crazy. The girl seems a little younger than should be on the internet. We're now on MollyRama.com, which seems wrong to me. She seems a little younger than she should. That's a wrong pose also, I would like to say.
He was looking at it.
What's wrong is that this girl obviously has parents that are not supervising the internet access at the home. And there are crazy guys that I'm sure are going to this website that shouldn't be.
How does that make you feel?
A little sad about society and that people like this sort of thing.
All right, yeah, flip that over there, Rory.
Who else they talk about? Did you talk about Steve anywhere on here?
You got Steve from FoundryMusic.com? You find that? Well, you look for that, Rory. I'll play this other Molly Rama clip.
Out of this whole place, who do you think would enjoy that website the most, though? Out of the entire WNEW place?
Probably the Opie and Anthony themselves, in that they like those girls that were on Full House. And these girls, this Molly Rama, appears to be the same age as the Full House girls.
Oh, jeez.
Now you're attacking Mr. Hung.
Oh, by the way, people are saying you guys never did a big ass of the day. I guess it'll just be Al Dukes.
Okay, that's fair.
It'll just be Al Dukes.
All right. Is Steve outside? Can you grab him for me? Steve from FoundryMusic.com. Hey, Steve. How you doing, buddy?
Hey.
Hey, Teddy. Hey, Ron.
Did you think you would go unscathed?
Yeah, I was kind of hoping I could jump through this hoop. Evidently not.
Oh, grab some headphones and check this one out. Steve from FoundryMusic.com.
Steve is very interested in the Foundry music, and we seem to annoy him when we ask him to do some stuff.
Oh.
That's not true.
You never want to do anything for our show?
Wait, where are you getting that from?
Well, at least he doesn't want to sleep with you.
Yeah, thank God. Well,
look on the bright side. Glasses half full here, baby.
Right.
I love doing stuff for you guys, Al.
Yeah, sure you do.
That was the beer talking.
Yeah, okay.
All right, let's go over each person he attacked on here at one point or the other. Steve doesn't do anything for the show.
Right.
Jim, he thinks he's part of management, and also has a gay thing going on with Scott Colombo.
A gay rendezvous lunch every day.
Donna Mike, he doesn't like Don's wife.
For some reason.
Which hurts.
Doesn't appreciate her being on the Donna Mike show.
Opie is cocky and stuck up.
Right.
Anthony, well hung.
But friendly.
Eric from sales, he wants to have sex with.
And not only sex, but make a home with.
Blaine from the sports guys is overpaid. Craig Schwab is a pushover. I am particular and sneaky.
Right. I'm just particular.
Superstar. Let's go to Superstar. That's number 35. I don't know whether we had this.
All right. Superstar. Al Dukes drinking on Friday. This is a quick one. Superstar.
Slow.
And earlier in the show, we played the clip where you got mad at Superstar for eating our Hooters curly fries.
Right.
And called him saying he can't touch our food because it's contagious. What do you have to say for yourself, Al?
I'm very embarrassed. All right, 37 is Maddie Moonshine from the sports guys.
All right. Maddie Moonshine.
Maddie Moonshine. When I talk to his staff, Maddie Moonshine tells me he rolls in about 5 or 10 minutes before the show starts and leaves shortly after the show ends.
Now, we know that's not true. We see Matt here constantly.
All right, let's go to Rick from O&I.
All right.
40.
40? Yeah. All right, cue that up, please, Roy. Thank you. All right, here's Rick. Rick Delgado.
I'm not sure what Rick does. I think that a lot of the show is more Opie and Anthony, and they tell him what they're doing.
The producer doesn't produce.
Right. So Rick is useless for O&I.
Is that what you're saying?
No.
Do you want a drink?
No.
I mean,
we got you a beer now.
You are a producer. He's a producer. You should know what he does for a living.
Right. Yes. You know what you do.
Sure.
And you don't think you're useless.
Right.
Not today, anyway.
No. That was another wrong statement from the beer.
Right.
From the beer.
Here's 41 about Opie.
All right. Opie.
Opie's very quiet and will talk to other hosts, like Ron and Fez, but not their producers.
Oh, man.
Why the attacks on Opie?
I apologize.
Hey, is 56 any good about changing something about Jeremy? Or is that just not so good? Because you really got kiss uppy with the bosses. I noticed that.
Right.
Yeah, that I somehow remembered to do.
All right, here's 68. This is 5 women. We already had his top 5 guys. Eric, Ben, Craig, Swab, Gary Blum, and Punchy.
All right, here's Al's top 5 women at WNEW. Could you give us your top 5 women at WNEW?
Top 5 women at NEW.
And why, please?
I'll go with Jessica, number 1.
We got to meet
She
Jessica.
seems like a nice girl, down to earth. Number 2, I like that old Opie and Anthony intern, whose name is escaping me right now. God, I wish I could remember it. She was the blonde girl. She would be number 2. Number 3 would have to be whoever the new sales girl is. She's kind of cute. Number 4, Lisa Orban. She's a little older than I normally like.
Oh!
And number 5, I'd probably go with Melissa. Although it's a girl I'd probably never have a chance at. She's more of a bar girl.
Jeez! Yeah, because if you went to a bar, you would smell the beer and get drunk and fall down. Again, want to remind everyone, this is on just very few beers.
Yeah.
If you put it in the way most people drink.
All right, let's take a break. 877-692-1027.
Ron, Fez, 1027, WNEW.